What's going on YouTube? It is your boy back at it. I am here with Presco to my right, Umar to my left. He just wrapped up the client. He might be walking over at some point. We're kind of all gonna just shoot the shit right now and kind of talk. But as you guys can see, this is we're really only missing like two main people here. I wish we're here, Coach and Crystal.
Yeah.
You know, we're kind of making this announcement, you know, and Ant, right? But as you guys can see, this is the show announcement. We're doing the New York Pro. A lot of people not a lot of people have guessed the show, right? But like people have been on to it, right? They know where I live. They know that I've been preparing for something. I've been working very hard. I kept this prep under wraps. I didn't announce it. I did announce I was in prep and preparing for something, but I kind of wanted to keep this a little bit personal and to my people, to my team, to these two right here, you know, to my coach, to my wife, to friends, family, sponsors, right? Not many people knew about, you know, New York and why I picked New York. And there were a lot of reasons that I decided to go with the New York Pro. Post Olympia, I'd done Hurricane, won that, so I got half the qualification, right? Was debating on doing the Arnold, but I needed more time. My body was just so beat up, and I suffered a knee issue earlier in the year last year going into the prep, and that impacted the prep and still impacts me now. But, you know, after those shows, it was like, I need a rest. And then my sister was getting married in December and I was going to miss, you know, enjoying her wedding and like just didn't have enough time to grow. I'd be starting prep pretty much like right after a health phase. And I needed to improve. So I said, what's another big show? And New York came to mind. It's one I've always wanted to do. It's the show, it's a stage that I turned pro at. I turned pro at Universe in 2019. So I've competed on the stage before. It was the last time my dad saw me compete, was on the stage. And I told myself that when I felt a little bit more confident and comfortable as a pro, I'd go for this title. And this is gonna be a battle, this show. There's obviously a lot of top guys that are doing it. They all look phenomenal, and it's going to be a packed show. Not only top guys, up and comers. Like, let's not discredit how amazing the division that I compete in is. And there's so many phenomenal athletes, and it's an honor to be able to stand amongst the best of them, and to be able to move my way up in the Olympia is a true honor, right? To be able to call myself a top 10 guy in the world is really, really cool. But obviously going into the show, I'm going up against competitors that beat me at the Olympia, you know, so I'm not a favorite going into the show. That's kind of why I wanted to keep it hush-hush and focus on what I had to do to improve. You know, big feedback for me was continue to improve my backside, my arms, a little bit more overall thickness, maybe more quad sweep. And I truly believe that with my team here, the army that I have, we made a shit ton of improvements in the short time that we did have. And it's been an honor to do it with these people again. You know, Dan, shout out to you, my rock, my wife, baby, I love you. Thank you for everything. Umar, fucking one of my best friends, you know, Presk, coming into my life, Ant, oh my God, who my family, you know, who else am I forgetting? There's so many people. Dr. Jeff, my sponsors, right? HD, Clean Plate, Tier, Liquid Sunrays, Vivo, you know, Asylum. It's been really, really cool to be able to do what I love and do what I do in this industry, and to have the support from all of you guys empowers me, and I feel very, very powerful. I feel like I can do anything, with these guys. And I'm ready to go at it again. I'm ready to get back at it. I'm ready to get back on stage. I'm ready to go to battle, and I'm ready to fight for the title. New York Pro Champ. That's what I've been working really, really hard for. And it's the next step in my career, the next biggest show. So
I wrote some questions last night because I knew we were doing this. So
Oh, yeah.
I came prepared.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Some of them are gonna be like some deep ones, but like some
Let's
of them
do
are
it.
just gonna be from me.
Cool. Okay.
And I think this one's from me
Yeah.
personally,
Yeah.
and it's about your prep. So, because I've never been in the journey with you since the beginning. I kind of joined you
Yeah.
when you were already a pro, and it kind
A
of
lot of these, just so these guys know, a lot of the people that I named have been part of this journey a lot longer than Presco. Presco came in right after my very first Olympia and Hurricane win through my buddy Matt Daniels. Shout out to Matt. Jinx. You owe me some tacos post show. And, that's what I've been craving right now.
it's what makes this prep a little bit more different. Because I think mentally you're a lot better than when I first met you. What do you think helped improve that in terms of like believing in yourself?
I think the placing ninth at the Olympia and seeing, the improvements I did make, was really reassuring. That like prep this year and even for a big, big, big show, right? Because this is like my first big, big show outside the Olympia. I mean, Tampa was big, but technically, like tier-wise, New York is a big, big show, right? What other big shows have I done besides Olympia, right? So I think going in knowing I'm a better athlete, I had a lot more confidence. And then just seeing the improvements I was able to make in the short time, I think getting really smart with things and thinking how people say like train smarter, not harder. I don't think that's true. I think training smarter is training harder if you're training correctly. Like, because if you're training smarter, you can train harder. Like what I do with lighter weights and how I do it is fucking challenging. Like it is. So and it's safer. And you learn things. Like one thing we learned this prep was like removing back squats and doing pendulums helped my quads get deep and round, and they're going to see that on stage, right, Umar? They're going to see much more improved quads this year, which a lot of people didn't think quads really had to come up too much on me compared to other body parts. But just an exercise change saved my knees a little bit and helped that, right? So like you learn and you get more educated on how to improve, and that's because of you guys continuing to level up as well, I feel more confident. Like we all level up. Like everyone, every part of the team that I have levels up. So the confidence that we have in one another, like I'm confident that if I'm not confident, these guys are believing in me. And if Umar's having a rough day with whatever he's doing, he's not feeling good, he knows that we got his back, and same as Presk, and same as Ant, same as Dan, same as my wife, same as my family. We all got each other, so.
What are you bringing to the stage that people aren't ready for?
I can't put a phrase on it, but I think that when Dan and I do our thing and nail what kind of we are seeing happen right now, it's going to be that kind of it look. That's just, it has it. And it, you can't really describe it. You just look at it and you see that is the winner, the physique. That's going to be the perfect balance of what it means on that day. That's I can't really explain it. Like I just that's what I it's going to be the combination of something that I think is very different.
Following up that question, I've seen the comments, I've seen like the posts about it. They keep comparing you to C-Bomb.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
I don't, I'm flattered, and I've talked about this before. I don't let it impact me. I know that Bumstead is one of the best to ever do this. It's an honor. I don't feel disrespected if people clearly think that he is light years ahead of me in every single way. He won 6 Olympias. He's the best that our division's seen. He is one of the best ever, one of the greatest people, so it's like, it doesn't bother me, and I don't get bothered by being compared to negative comments. I'm flattered, but one thing I say is I'm just trying to be the best me. Like, they can compare me to him, but like, I'll never be him because I'm just going to be Justin. And maybe the best Justin would beat the best Chris, but we'll never know. We'll never know. We would never know.
All right. So when nobody's watching, when it's just you looking in the mirror, what's the hardest part of the journey?
Oof. Gonna make me freaking my ball. Fear, doubt, like disappointment. I thought I was doing a better job of pushing away the negativity, but it still like creeps in quite a bit. So it's definitely made things challenging. But we all have our demons, and we all we go to war with them, and they might win the battle, but they won't win the war. They could win the sprint, but not the marathon. So there's always another day.
Always another day, bro. How do you stay locked in when your body is exhausted?
I know nothing else. There's nothing special about it. I know nothing else. Don't matter. Don't matter what pain I'm in. Whether I'm in pain or not, I'm doing it. Don't matter. Don't matter what day of the week it is. Don't matter if it's fucking sunny and 75 or if there's a blizzard. When there was a blizzard, actually, my wife and I talked about this last night. I talked about some of my favorite sessions being right here in this gym with Presco and no music, or with Umar and some Thursday nights when you get done clients, or my wife. I remember this snowstorm this year. I made her drive her CRV here because my Sonata would not make it. And we came here in the snowstorm, and it was so sketchy. And then Umar drove his Lexus and got stuck and also hit a curb and messed up his front bumper because it was that bad. But my point is, when people they just do. Umar was a business owner. He's like, I got to go to work and clean the spot today. That's what he did. Me and Chris were like, oh, we got to go train. We went and trained. Do what we got to do. When prep is done per se all together, right? Like what like is the first thing I want to get? Well, I mean, there's definitely quite a few. Like I have a list. Like are you talking like my first go-to? Like
Probably just us, like the and stuff. Yeah, like if you want to do like a group.
Like if I'm doing like my closest peeps, what would I want to do with my closest peeps?
Yeah.
Probably tacos. Because I definitely want to go to Budokan or Park, but like I'm gonna go with my wife on a nice sit down meal, and like tacos, I would just want to go house some with my squad. That's what I've been craving, and like I do want to get to where me and Crystal got married. Cafe Lift for a breakfast. We went for anniversary, and I had a cup of coffee, and they obviously like they hook us up there because we got married there. So like they hook us up. They always are giving us a free like app and entree, and like they're always they're so good there. It's such a good spot. Such a good spot.
So in those little moments right before you step on stage, what are you thinking about?
All you gotta do is flow. Just go with the flow. That's really it. I don't overthink. I have the same ritual that I do by myself that I'm not going to share publicly. I can share with my team, like my personal little last second thing I do before stage that means something to me. But yeah, I just get ready to rock and roll. Just get ready to rock and roll.
All right, last question.
Yes, sir.
One word to describe this prep.
Damn. Exhilarating. It's been the most exciting one in a lot of ways, and very very challenging, but very easy, but very like there's just been, it's been very this prep, even though it's been very tough, it's the first prep where I'm like, I'm truly a bodybuilder. Like, this is what I'm doing. And that's what's been really fun. I think that's what's been the most fun for me. Even last prep for the Olympia, you know, when I was done working my corporate job and it was just full-time bodybuilding and coaching, I still just kind of felt like maybe that weird identity of, you know, being new for that prep and stuff. But now that I've kind of been in this for a bit and I've been able to, you know, financially support myself and, you know, like been able to really grow as a bodybuilder and a competitor as a person. And I've just been, it's been really fun.